He just told the woman next to him that it was hot. Next thing you know, she's taking her clothes off in the street. The next thing you know, she's taking off her clothes and causing a series of car accidents on the street. Sandy was a detective with the FBI. While he was in therapy, he received a message from a coworker. A coworker told him. The caller said that someone was going to rob safe deposit box 23 at the bank today. So, they rushed outside the bank to keep an eye on it. But Sandy noticed an old man who was very suspicious. First he sat on a bench. Then he waited for a woman on the phone. He asked for a lighter. At first, he didn't see anything, until the woman started taking her clothes off in the street. That's when they realized there was something wrong with the old man. Sandy went to the bank. He went to the bank and took out safe deposit box number 23. Inside was a photo of his daughter. The old man here has already entered the bank. He's a hypnotist named Kate. Kate first created a disturbance outside. Then she hypnotized the bank staff. Then he blew them up with a bomb. While they were closing in on Sandy, Sandy pulled out a picture of his daughter. That's when Kate realized that Sandy had what he wanted. Kate had his men change the position of the guns to kill each other. To get to the bottom of it, he had a coworker help him find out about the informant. Diana was Kate's teammate. They were from the same hypnosis organization. But the next moment, a motorcycle ran right into the store. Realizing it wasn't safe, Sandy simply took Diana to the police station. Diana told him, "The organization has a power that no one else has. They can alter the reality of a person's mind at will." Kate, who created the chaos, is the most powerful person in the organization. When she heard that he was trying to take out the bank safe, Diana called the police. While they were talking, Kate entered the police station and hypnotized the police officers. Diana told Sandy, "Whoever has been hypnotized will never stop working." He simply shot one of Sandy's co-workers. That's it. Sandy and Diana were completely tied together. He took out the photo that Kate wanted. The man who kidnapped his daughter had already been caught, but he had no memory of kidnapping a little girl. Sandy had a feeling. It was all about him. Just as they were walking out of the restaurant, Kate had taken control. A large number of detectives were blocking the door. The only way out was through the railroad tracks, but he didn't know that. The look he just gave Kate was still an assault on his brain. Diana warned him not to let his guard down. Diana knew she was no match for Kate, so she took Sandy to get help. He found out where his mentor, John, lived. Diana asked John what Kate wanted. John answered with 3 words, "Damano." It turns out Kate stole the organization's holy grail, Damano. Then she reset his memory and hid his tracks. Until 6 weeks ago. One of the clues to his reorganized memory in safe 23 at the bank was one of the clues to his reorganized memory. But that's when Diana realized something was wrong. It turned out that they had been hypnotized from the moment they entered the room. The man in front of her was not Diana's master. It was Kate, who's been chasing Sandy. After Sandy and Diana escaped, they found the streets in chaos. All these people were hypnotized. There was nowhere to run. And that's when the energy in Sandy's body began to awaken. He hypnotized them with his eyes. He actually made them turn their guns around. Sandy had the same power as them, something he didn't seem to know. Diana took him to another one of her teammates. He's a hacker. Sandy was trying to track down his wife and daughter ever since his daughter disappeared. But to his surprise, his wife's information showed that he was a level 4 agent of hypnosis. At night, Sandy had a horrible nightmare. Kate told him to kill Diana. Diana's face gradually changed into his wife's. Sandy woke up in a flash. He felt like he was missing something. He looked up Diana's information. It showed that Diana had used an alias that was the name of Sandy's wife. Sandy took out his wife's picture on his cell phone and checked it. It was becoming Diana. He added Domino's name to his daughter's, and he looked them up. The daughter was the organization's so-called Holy Grail. Domino and Domino's parents are 2 of the strongest hypnotists in the organization. In less than a second, his world changed from night to day. The hypnotists created an illusion for him. Sandy and Diana were the strongest hypnotists in the organization. Their child, Domino, was even more gifted. But Sandy snuck Domino right out of the house. Kate, the boss of the organization, Kate, the head of the organization, has hypnotized Sandy 12 times. But Sandy never remembered where his daughter was, so they electrocuted him again. They were about to hypnotize him for the 13th time. Diana persuaded Sandy to use his memory clues to find his daughter. He loved her as much as she did. She wanted her back. Sandy wanted her out of division. All he could do was watch as he was hypnotized again. It's back to the way it was in the beginning. He was talking to the psychiatrist. Then he got a message from a colleague. He went to look for the bank robber who was going to rob the bank. But just as he was about to walk into the bank, Sandy disappeared from sight. And when he appeared, he had already fled the place in his car. Sandy remembered everything and came to his foster parents' house looking for his daughter. Though Kate was quick to follow him here with her men, because all he wanted was to lure them all here. Sandy's daughter, Domino, is the most gifted person in the whole organization. Domino manipulated the organization to kill each other, while reminding Diana of her past. It turns out that both Diana and Sandy wanted to send her away, so they stole her and wiped their memories. But in the meantime, Diana was hypnotized by Division. He thought he was working with them, but now the family is finally reunited. As for the foster father, he stayed behind to clean up the mess. After Sandy waved them off, he took the gun from Kate, and the next moment, he took on Kate's form. Who hypnotized who in this hypnosis? This reversal is really scary.